Good morning. My name is Michael Leizerman. It is Thursday, July 21st, 2022. This is the Trial Guide's tip of the day. Today, Luvera on advocacy. Jurors never are entirely comfortable with the high fees experts are paid. However, putting the fee into context can be an important factor in gaining their trust. So it's an interesting issue, the high fees that experts are paid. I remember I started practicing back in the 90s. I would make a big deal about how much the defense expert was paid and take how much they were paid in this case and multiply it. And, you've made $200,000 this year. I do think when it gets to be over $1 million a year, that has an effect. But I've stopped doing that. I haven't done that in well over a decade, probably more than that. Partly because whatever the defense experts paid, plaintiffs' experts' fees are about the same. To me, it also doesn't really go to the core of the case. It might show the potential for bias. Now, it might be that is what your case is about. It might be what's considered a more minor injury, and there's a hired expert, a hired gun who just comes in and destroys people's lives without a basis for it. Maybe that's what you want to make your case about. But usually I don't want it to be about something else. There's also dealing with our experts' fees. Usually when I leave the defense alone, they leave the plaintiffs alone. And once in a while they'll ask and be ready to answer that, to either ask the defense experts, by the way, there was a big deal about how much our expert, Miss So-and-so, made. What are your rates? And then compare those. Or another idea is to be able to, in closing, to say, they made a big deal, that it was $10,000 to retain our expert. Yeah, you heard. This expert is the best. They were trained at such and such. They've had, this kind of experience. And maybe I shouldn't say it because they might start charging, but if they charge $15,000 retainer, I would pay it, or whatever the hourly fee. Yes, my client deserved the best, and that's who I hired. So just to be ready to deal with that. I can't think in my cases when that's become an issue. I just like to stay away from it. And it's one of those things that we need to be ready to deal with. And I know others who have been very successful and do make that an issue. So something worth thinking about. All right, let's take a deep breath and be grateful to be alive today. Let us spend our time and our efforts today being lawyers in the world who help reduce suffering, who help accomplish justice, who act fiercely and compassionately, who come from a place of love in championing our clients' causes. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. This can take you into a meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just remind you it's Thursday. Go out, do good things, and have fun.